Hey everybody, Happy New Year. What's going on? So listen, I know that today's like the first Monday of the, decade and all that stuff, and everybody's getting fired up about going back to the gym and losing weight and all that shit. So anyways, that's all great. I hope you do it. I hope you kick ass this year. I hope you lose all the weight you want and you live happily ever after. And comment below for happily ever after. So I'm talking with a friend this past weekend. He's actually a client too, kind of like a half client. I did his analysis without him committing to coaching. So here's the deal. He said to me, I don't think people really know what you do. And I kind of understand that. I got certified in holistic nutrition a few months back, and I haven't really gone full force into, getting my business set up and all that stuff. And I haven't told you guys on here or elsewhere what the deal is, how much it costs and what we're trying to accomplish and all that stuff. So I figured this week what I'm going to do is start there. I'm going to kind of go maybe a video a day or maybe 3 or 4 times this week and tell you guys what I'm down for, what I'm into, and what I would like you to get out of my services. Because in the nutrition space, there's a lot, and especially with, the Instagram butt models and all this, all the influencers and all this shit. There's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of concentration on weight loss. And even with the new healthy at any weight movement, it's kind of like all we talk about is weight loss. And I think what got me into this school, which is the Nutritional Therapy Association, was that their concentration is more on overall health and how to get there naturally with maybe a little bit of supplementation, but mostly with planning and education and taking a step-by-step whole food, real food approach. So with that being said, if we were to get into a weight loss program, that's fine. I can coach you on weight loss. I would much rather have you chase overall health rather than chasing weight loss, because I think that if you chase overall health, the weight loss will come anyways naturally. I'll never forget when I first switched over to the whole food type diet from a mostly processed carb, slash peanut butter and jelly diet or whatever I was eating at the time. I didn't think about weight loss. I had a health scare, and it turns out it wasn't a big deal. But I thought I was in some trouble. I had some bowel distress and some blood where it shouldn't be, and but anyway, so I turned to this diet to help me there, and all of a sudden I looked in the mirror 3 months later, and I had a 6-pack, and that wasn't the intent, is my point. So here's the deal. Normally our normal pricing as it is, so we have this onboarding system I get you into through your email. If you want to get into it, here's the deal. I'm going to do it for free for the people who drop their email here, okay? I'll do your initial analysis for free, and then we can talk about coaching after that. So normally it's $50 to get your nutritional assessment, as we call it. And this is, like I said, it's different than just saying, hey, this is how much I weigh now, this is how much I work out, this is how much I want to lose. Because we're talking, and I'll read a little bit of, not read, but I'll show you what I'm talking about through, this is what is called the Nutritional Assessment Questionnaire. And this is how, if you don't give me one of these, I can't take you as a client. So with your email, drop your email below, I can send you one of these, okay? It'll be digital, and you can fill it out for me, and I can go from there as far as, setting up, your plan of action, okay? So basically what I can tell you is through my schooling, the most alarming thing to me was the digestive system. And I think that a lot of people just assume that, so upper GI, okay? So let's start there. Let's just dig right into it. So your upper gastrointestinal system, okay? The way it's supposed to function, top down, all the way to here, enough stomach acid, blah, blah, blah. So what we're gonna ask you in this questionnaire is some stuff that I didn't know had anything to do with lack of HCl or problems with your upper GI, okay? So it's gonna say, do you have bad breath? Rate on a scale of 1, 2, or 3, 1 being minor, 3 being severe, which is every day. If your sweat has a strong odor, if you belch or have gas within an hour of eating. This was something for me and my wife especially that was an absolute game changer for us. We got on hydrochloric acid therapy a few months back, and feeling like you're actually digesting your food changes a lot of things about the rest of your overall health. And especially, because we always say you are what you eat, but that's actually not true. You are what you digest. So a lot of people have all these issues. They're like, oh, I eat this food and it sits in my gut and blah, blah, blah. And maybe I should just do fasting, right? I taught fasting on here before. Well, fasting's great, but if you feel like you shouldn't eat because you just don't feel good, that's another question. Do you feel like skipping breakfast? Do you feel better if you don't eat? Are you sleepy after meals? Okay, these are all indications of an upper GI problem. And this is what my schooling specializes in, okay? From the upper GI to your liver and gallbladder to your small intestine, large intestine, we talk about everything up and down the digestive system, because I think for me, that was the most alarming part of my schooling, was learning about the digestive system. But here's the deal. Like, it's not just like, here's your diet and like, here's your supplements, because I do have supplement recommendations, and it's a big part of, like, you can't get hydrochloric acid. Like, if you're not willing to do all the things to get yourself to digest correctly, like, you should take HCl therapy. It's pretty inexpensive for what you get out of it. So, but anyways, we can get into that at another point. So, here's the deal. So normally it's $50 to analyze your diet. It's a relatively 1 or 2 day process. You have to fill out that long questionnaire. It takes you a little bit of time. You got to tell me what you've been eating for a few days. And here's the thing too. I need to meet you where you are. I don't want you to tell me like, oh, like after I started talking to you, I went on a bone broth cleanse and, all I eat is vegetables and lean chicken. Like, all right, well, what are we talking about here? Like, I gotta know where you are. You know what I mean? So if you eat McDonald's twice a day, that's fine. Write it down. Then I can explain to you how it's affecting you down the road and with other issues in your body. Okay. So what the whole idea is, we want to get this thing to, like, I actually have a picture, but for some reason it printed like annoyingly. So look, optimal health, right? Optimal health is the top of the building. Okay. And the pillars are digestion, blood sugar handling, mineral balance, fatty acids, and hydration. Now, you guys have probably heard me talk about all those things at one time or another. Oh, and by the way, the base, which means like the foundation of the pillars to get to the top, is a properly prepared, nutrient-dense, whole food diet. And that's what I really want to stress, because I don't want you to have to supplement. I want you to get there with real food, and I can teach you how to do that. But like I said, I need to know what you're eating, when you're eating it, how you feel afterwards, how you slept when you ate late, how you woke up feeling, the whole thing. Like, it's a holistic approach to health and wellness. So anyway, so like I said, it's normally $50 to do the analysis. I'll do it for free for anybody who comments on here. All right, and we can go from there. And normally what I charge is $100 a week to coach you. We can do packages. We can do, like, let's say you want 12 weeks. Like, so normally it'd be $1,200. I'll probably give you a discount, especially if you pay up front. If not, you can pay as you go. A coaching plan will include 24/7 access to me. As long as I'm not asleep, I will answer anything through text, through email, through Skype, whatever you need. We can go day by day by day. Like, hey, I'm at the restaurant. Text me. You're at a restaurant? What should I eat? Take a picture of the menu. Send it to me. I'll tell you what to get. All right? Deal? You guys down? Stay tuned. This is part 1. We're going to go the rest of the week. Every day, I'm going to give you a little bit more insight into nutritional therapy, because it is a little bit different than typical health coaching. I'll take you through my nutritional assessment questionnaire. We'll start talking about the small intestine. We'll start talking about the liver. We'll start talking about vitamin needs, adrenal fatigue, buzzword, adrenal fatigue. You're not supposed to want to have 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day. It's a pretty bad sign. Something's messed up. But we're approaching the 10-minute mark, which is a good place to stop. I'll talk to you soon. Be healthy. Have a great new year.